Welcome to Exam Sale. In this brief guide we walk through the Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals syllabus so you know exactly what to study. This voiceover highlights each domain, its weight, difficulty, and the key topics you must master. The exam is organized into 5 domains with these exact weights. Describe fundamental principles of machine learning on Azure is 25%. Describe artificial intelligence workloads and considerations is 20%. Describe features of natural language processing workloads on Azure is 20%. Describe features of generative AI workloads on Azure is 20%. And describe features of computer vision workloads on Azure is 15%. The assessments are conceptual and scenario-based across domains, and the estimated learning time totals around 14 hours. Use these weights to prioritize study time and practice scenarios for the higher-weighted areas. Describe fundamental principles of machine learning on Azure is weighted at 25%, difficulty medium, and has an estimated learning time of 4 hours with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn common machine learning types including regression, classification, and clustering, and how to evaluate models using RMSE, R-squared, precision, recall, F1 score, and confusion matrices. The domain also covers Azure machine learning capabilities like workspaces, studio features, compute instances versus compute clusters, data assets, and the components of a machine learning pipeline. Finally, you will study automated machine learning and the designer, including AutoML workflows, the drag-and-drop designer interface, when to use AutoML versus designer, experiment monitoring, and deploying models as real-time inference endpoints. Describe artificial intelligence workloads and considerations is weighted at 20%, difficulty easy, and has an estimated learning time of 2 hours with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. This domain explains common AI workload scenarios such as anomaly detection, computer vision, natural language processing, knowledge mining, and generative AI, and helps you map specific business problems to the right workload type. You will also learn the 6 principles of responsible AI, covering fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. The goal is to understand both the capabilities of AI services and how to design trustworthy, compliant solutions. Describe features of natural language processing workloads on Azure is weighted at 20%, difficulty medium, and has an estimated learning time of 3 hours with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will explore Azure AI language service features like sentiment analysis, opinion mining, key phrase extraction, entity recognition, language detection, text summarization, and question answering. The domain also covers Azure AI speech service capabilities including speech-to-text, text-to-speech, speech translation, speaker recognition, intent recognition scenarios, and the difference between pre-built and custom speech models. By studying this domain you will be able to choose and combine language and speech services to build conversational and text analysis solutions. Describe features of generative AI workloads on Azure is weighted at 20%, difficulty medium, and has an estimated learning time of 3 hours with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will define generative AI and large language models, identify common model types such as GPT and DALL-E, and understand concepts like grounding, tokenization, and how tokens impact costs. This domain covers prompt engineering basics, system messages, use cases for copilots and AI assistants, and how to apply responsible AI principles to generative models. It also introduces the Azure OpenAI service, model deployment in Azure OpenAI Studio, the chat playground, content filtering and safety settings, and the differences between training and fine-tuning. Describe features of computer vision workloads on Azure is weighted at 15%, difficulty medium, and has an estimated learning time of 2 hours with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will identify common computer vision tasks such as image tagging and captioning, object detection and tracking, OCR capabilities, face detection and recognition, Azure AI video indexer features, and spatial analysis in video streams. The domain also covers custom vision workflows, differentiating image classification from object detection, training and evaluating custom vision models, the importance of image diversity, and the requirements for publishing vision model endpoints and using the READ API. By mastering this domain, you can design visual data solutions and deploy vision models for real-world applications. To wrap up, use the domain weights and estimated study times to build a 14-hour study plan that focuses first on machine learning concepts and then on NLP and generative AI. Review Microsoft Learn modules and practice scenario-based questions to build confidence and apply responsible AI principles in every solution. Good luck with your preparation and keep practicing with real examples to secure the Azure AI Fundamentals certification.